Hey, let's talk Saturday morning again. You know, when we were all sitting in front of the TV watching the Beatles cartoons with our big bowl of alphabets? Those are great times. But the Beatles weren't the only thing we were watching. We were watching Porky Pig and Quick Draw McGraw and Dudley Do-Right and Snagglepuss and Mr. Murgatroyd. That was one of my favorites. But you know, there was some other stuff that was going on in the cartoon world at that time. Music was the one thing that influenced a lot, and the other thing was superheroes. And Batman was the instigator of it all. And those people at Hanna-Barbera, they thought they could mix music and superheroes, and they came up with the Impossibles. This was a music band that turned into superheroes whenever they needed to fight evil. That seemed to happen a lot. So they had music and superheroics all in one. So this was one I forgot to show before, along with the Dick Tracy cartoon series, which kind of sucked. But you know, there was a lot of other things too besides the Super Friends. There was some live action stuff too, so who could forget the Sid and Marty Krofft series, you know, like Puff and Stuff and Sigmund and the Sea Monsters and the Bugaloos. There was tons of those. Seemed like every year there was another batch of Sid and Marty Krofft puppet goodness. And speaking of puppet goodness, how many of you remember Thunderbirds? They were a British thing from Jerry Anderson. He turned out a ton of these marionette shows. They were action shows with marionettes, if you can understand that. They're weird, but actually one of the best episodes in here is when the Thunderbirds were rescuing the people who were menaced by the Empire State Building falling down. What a crazy concept. You gotta have Pee-wee's Playhouse. This was great stuff back then. See, Saturday morning was just about anything. Now, speaking about the Beatles, how many of you remember the Hudson Brothers? Now, this was as close to a Beatles sound-alike band that you could get. And they thought they were funny, and they had their own show, and they did little skits and ran around and performed their songs, but boy, were they Beatles influenced. Even the lead singer sounded like John Lennon. They had one or two hits. The one I remember most was So You Are a Star. Look it up, it must be out there somewhere. So, I've run out of stuff to show. So, let's end this right now. Everyone, run to your Saturday morning TVs and watch animal shows like Jack Hanna and Wild Kingdom. And boy, times sure have changed, haven't they? Pew.